If you've used the Quest 3 standard head strap for any length of time now, then you will know its fundamental problem: comfort. And for me, the BoboVR has been one of the best aftermarket head strap solutions out there. But this Annapro head strap is trying to do exactly the same thing. And on paper, it's very similar. So I guess the big question is, can it actually match it? Well, good day everyone. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're well. Yeah, Annapro did actually send this out to me for review and testing. And this is the first of my actual reviews. So I do want to caveat this by saying they've had absolutely no say in what I'm about to say to you now. And secondly, I don't do these reviews that often. And when I do, you can just about guarantee that if it's posted on YouTube, that I am either A, actively using it, or I will be actively using it. And that's a bit of a spoiler alert. So let's take a bit of a deep dive and see if this head strap actually does solve that comfort problem and how it really stacks up against that BoboVR that I've been using extensively with my Quest 3. So let's start with the setup. Honestly, there is nothing in it between the two of them. They are almost identical in terms of design and just as easy to install as each other. And on the subject of initial comfort, well, they're actually very similar as well. Both have this halo-based design with a cushion cradling the back of the head. The Annapro feels almost identical to the BoboVR in terms of how it sits on your head and distributes weight from the back to the front. Having used the Bobo for some time and my initial thoughts of the Annapro, I really, from a pure comfort point of view, I cannot tell the difference. Now in terms of weight, again, they're almost identical. The Annapro is technically lighter, but honestly, we're only talking a few grams, and I really could not tell the difference in use. And balance-wise, they both do a sterling job, especially when compared to that standard Quest 3 jock strap. The stability of the headset is also very similar to the Bobo. The Annapro feels really secure, just like the Bobo when moving your head around. I just did not see any material differences between the Annapro stability-wise and the BoboVR. Now let's talk battery, because this is one of the key differences between the two. The Annapro, as you can see, comes with a curved battery, bigger but also more powerful at 10,800 milliamp hours, compared with the BoboVR, a lot smaller, but at 10,000 milliamp hours. So effectively an 8% difference between the two. Now in the grand scheme of things, that's not major, but it is a win for the Annapro. The other thing that I do like about the Annapro as it relates to the battery though, is the fact that it's fully reversible. Unlike the BoboVR, the Annapro, it can go on either that way or flipped and go that way. And it works in both directions. It's really unique design, so completely reversible, which means for hot swapping, when you're using multiple batteries, you don't have to worry about fiddling around for one certain position. With the Annapro, it doesn't matter which way you go, it will work in both directions. A really unique feature. Now in terms of spare batteries, they're almost identical in price from what I could see. It was about $64 for the BoboVR. And from what I can see, about $65 or thereabouts for the Annapro A3 Max. Between the two, very close, but you are getting a slightly more powerful battery with the Annapro at 10,800 milliamp hours versus the 10,000 on the Bobo. Now the build quality between the two is where I did notice a little bit of a difference. Now this might just be me, but it did feel as if the plastic material on the Annapro was slightly more inferior to what it is on the BoboVR. This seems to flex a little bit more than what the Bobo does. Now that may not be material, but it certainly is something that I did notice. At the end of the day, is it a real train smash for me and something that would make me change my mind? No, but it does feel intuitively as if the materials of construction for the plastic around this is slightly inferior to the BoboVR. That said, it is still a very solid head strap overall, and I don't think I'll have any concerns as it relates to durability. Now, one thing that the BoboVR head strap does have as an advantage over the Annapro is this integrated head fan here, which for those that have ever worn a VR headset for an extended period of time, you will know this airflow over the front of your head comes in quite handy. Failing that, you'll be using a pedal stool fan mounted next to you. Either way, you are going to need some airflow over your face because, let's face it, these VR headsets can get a tad uncomfortable after an extended period of time. So the integrated head fan, that's a win for the Bobo over the Annapro, and it's a shame that it hasn't got it. Price-wise, the Annapro actually came in cheaper than the BoboVR. At the time of recording this, it was $86 Australian for the Annapro versus $142 for the BoboVR. The other thing with the Annapro as well is, unlike the BoboVR, which I managed to get on Amazon, I couldn't find the Annapro on my local Amazon site, so I had to get that from their website directly. The warranty period on the Annapro is also slightly better than the BoboVR. You're looking at 24 months for the Annapro versus 18 months for the BoboVR. That being said, they're both fairly solid head straps, so I'm not expecting any material problems inside of the first 24 months of continuous use. So overall, this Annapro A3 Max head strap is a really solidly built head strap and great for the Quest 3, particularly if you're changing it out of that stock head strap that comes with the Quest 3. Now, if you already own a BoboVR, there really isn't any need to change at all. But if you haven't got one and you are looking for an aftermarket head strap that is solidly built, very comfortable, well priced, and has a battery life better than the BoboVR, I would strongly recommend going for one of these. This is a really good unit. So now that I've got my hands on an Annapro A3 Max, will I keep using it or will I switch back to the Bobo? I can't pick the difference between the two, but I really want to put this thing through its paces over the next few months. So I'm going to continue with this Annapro A3 for a while. I've got myself a second hot swappable battery as well, which means I can have some extended virtual reality sessions with the Quest 3 in the Annapro. So stay tuned for that, because when I come back, it'll be an extended view of how I now feel about the Annapro A3 Max and how it's stacked up after several months of use. So hopefully that has helped you with your decision-making process as it relates to the Annapro A3 Max. I hope you found it of some benefit. If you did, do me a favor, please hit the like button, and if you're not yet subscribed, smash that subscribe and hit the notification bell as well. And I look forward to catching up with you guys on the next one.